Since I was not able to be here, I've put together a quick video with two interesting topics today, the Adafruit WebIDE and some demos of Linux gaming. In the spirit of open source, I've taken a couple videos and edited them together to give you this derivative work that is better than anything I could have produced on my own. So here we go.
The Raspberry Pi WebIDE is by far the easiest way to run code on your Raspberry Pi. Just connect your Pi to your local network and log on to the WebIDE in your web browser to edit Python, Ruby, JavaScript, and easily send it over to your Pi. The WebIDE includes a terminal, so you can send various commands to your Pi right from the browser. Also, your code will be versioned in a local Git repository and pushed remotely out to Bitbucket so you can access it from anywhere at any time. The Raspberry Pi WebIDE also includes a handy visualizer. The visualizer is a feature designed to help you understand how a Python program is working at a more basic level. It lets you see what the Python interpreter is doing as it steps through your program, such as variables being assigned, objects being created, etc. Another neat feature of the WebIDE is the Python debugger. This can be quite useful for many situations. The debugger allows you to step through your Python program in real time. Not only is the Raspberry Pi WebIDE packed with features and easy to use, it is also extremely easy to install. First, let's head on over to the Adafruit Learning System at learn.adafruit.com and look at the WebIDE guide. You can find the guide by going to the Raspberry Pi category and clicking on the Raspberry Pi WebIDE guide. Or you can simply type in learn.adafruit.com/WebIDE in your browser. Once the guide is loaded, click on the installation link in the left sidebar. Take a moment to read through the installation instructions. Once you have read through the instructions, go back up near the top and copy the install script command by clicking on the copy code link in the upper right corner of the code box. Next, if you're using a Mac, open Terminal. If you're using a PC, you'll want to download and use a terminal program such as PuTTY. Following the installation instructions, go ahead and SSH into your Raspberry Pi. When prompted, type in your Raspberry Pi's unique password. If you haven't changed your password, it will be Raspberry by default. Once you have connected to your Raspberry Pi, you will paste the one line of code that we copied from the installation instructions. This command will download a script from the Adafruit repository and automatically install the WebIDE for you. It can take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes to install, but you can leave it unattended while it does its magic. Once the WebIDE installation has completed, you can open a browser on any computer in your network and type in http://raspberrypi.local to open the WebIDE. The first thing you will see when the WebIDE is fully loaded is a quick setup page. The setup page is where you will connect the WebIDE to your Bitbucket account and also configure your email and name for your Git commits. Once you have filled out all of the fields in the setup page, you can then click Submit to continue to the login page of the WebIDE. This page is rather simple. It's a one button, and when you click it, it will redirect you to bitbucket.org to log in, and then it will redirect you back to the WebIDE. Unless you log out, you won't need to do this very often. You should be able to see the editor window within the WebIDE now, so you're all set to start creating your projects.
So that's a great way to get started with a portable beginner development environment. Now I'll move on to gaming on Linux and show you a couple clips from some great games that I personally enjoy. One of the largest complaints about switching to Linux is the lack of gaming support, but recently this has become a non-issue. Not only are game developers now making games that are multi-platform, some companies are porting their already released games back to Linux. In addition, Wine support is getting better and better, and this allows us to play Windows games from within our Linux OS. In this video, you can see 0K, which is a free, multi-platform, open-source real-time simulation game based on the Spring real-time simulation engine. This game aims to be dynamic, action-packed, and hassle-free. It's full of clever strategies and constantly moving combat, with games lasting an average of 20 to 30 minutes. A great addition to gaming on Linux is Steam. Steam is a game manager produced by the Valve Corporation, who has also released their source engine for Linux as well. I'll log into my account and show you what's available. Steam has an extensive list of games from many developers. I'll sort the games for games that are available only on the Linux platform. While only a fraction of the games available in Steam are playable on Linux, this is still an extraordinary leap forward for the number of total games for the Linux platform. Here's a quick clip of a game playable on Steam by the Valve Corporation called Team Fortress 2.
Know this! Killing is my business!
Dominating!
And business is good!
Dominating! Double kill!
Here is an example of a very powerful Wine front end called Play on Linux. This tool totally simplifies both the install, optimization, and execution of many Windows games. I'll start up World of Tanks, a game that normally requires a Windows computer with Internet Explorer. Thanks, and I hope you enjoyed this short video.